When the nation witnessed an unprecedented spike in COVID cases, Captain Dharamveer formed a team of volunteers to not just move but create resources. When blood banks ran out of stock and plasma was in COVID care protocol, he got over 200 donors registered with them. He also formed a team of doctors, including physiotherapists, nutritionists, and mental health advisors, to refute misinformation and misconceptions. NewsX proudly recognizes second wave superhero Captain Dharamveer.
Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX's Second Wave Superheroes. I am Ujasvi Chauhan, and today I'm joined with Captain Dharamveer, who's been, helping people during the second wave of coronavirus, and he continues to do so. Welcome to the show, Captain.
Thank you, Jasvi.
So I would like to begin with, asking you that how exactly were you able to help people during the second wave specifically?
So we created a team of volunteers, because there was a scarcity of resources and the social media was buzzing with a lot of tagging and all of that. We realized that if we move resources from one place to another using our influence on social media, that will not actually create new resources, but that might create panic. And people who are on social media, they are probably not the one who need the resources on ground. So we decided to do something wherein we can create resources, and plasma at that point of time was on COVID care protocol. So we made a team of 20 people across the country. They were all volunteers, and we started reaching out to people who had recovered from COVID. And we had about 200 registrations of plasma donation. So people came forward, they gave plasma till the time it was there on COVID care protocol. And once that finished, again on social media, I reached out to doctors, and we made a team of 12 doctors, physiotherapists, nutritionists, mental health advisors. And we started doing sessions on all the things that people are panicking around. So whether it is mental health, whether it is nutrition, whether it is mucormycosis, black fungus, plasma donation, vaccination, who can, so around all these things, we started creating awareness in people.
Yeah, and there was a lot of misinformation that was being spread during all this time. I think you also kind of helped people with that. Tell us something about that as well.
So information is something that is very, very important. It plays a key role irrespective of whether it is pandemic or any other operation. So yes, you're absolutely right. There was a lot of misconception that people had. Not everybody was as literate and clear about things which were being followed. And that is where I felt that need of having doctors on board. Even if I am absolutely correct in my thought process, if I tell something to people that may not look authentic, but the same thing, if it is coming from a doctor, he is someone who's accredited to give that information. So that built a lot of trust in people, and that is where the idea of getting doctors and experts came from.
That's really great, sir. So I would also, like to ask you that was there something particular that motivated you to just go ahead and help people?
Uh, yes, no, both. We live in a society, and we realize that there is a lot of panic that people have in them. So those who were in home isolation, uh, people had very little threshold to absorb their illness at home. And the reason for that probably was because things outside were completely breaking. There wasn't much help available outside, hence people were scared. So my daughter became positive. I think that was the day when I decided that we have to do something. We are the people who can do something for each other and not rely on someone else. So I think that was the trigger point when my daughter was positive.
So that was a great thought. Also, I would like to ask you that were there any emotional moments that you came across when you were in direct contact with the families of the patients?
There were quite a few such instances. I mean, somebody who's in dire need, whenever we got a request from someone to arrange for plasma, and if we were able to arrange that within 3 4 hours, you can imagine how it would feel to a family whose last hope is still alive because you've been able to do something. So that's very, very rewarding. But that's not why we were doing this. I think we were doing this because we wanted less panic around. We wanted people who can't afford certain things. A lot of black marketeers emerged in the market, started taking advantage of a lot of leads which were available online. So our idea was to make sure that the needy is helped, and these emotional moments, of course, were there, and that helped the team feel good. They were motivated all the time, and we continued to do what we were doing.
Okay. Also, what do you expect from the authorities? How do you think if like how they could have supported your initiative, or what could have they done better?
Um, I think authorities, as far as medical system is concerned, I had written also, uh, they are fighting a battle which was not possible to fight at all, because suddenly the kind of surge we saw, the kind of numbers that we saw, our system was not capable to handle those many numbers. So absolutely nothing against the medical system, so to say. I would request authorities to audit big hospitals with a team of doctors. So as of now, the authorities are doing a lot of things, but if there was a team of doctors also with the authorities who can audit the hospitals in terms of who's critical, who's not critical, and who should be occupying the beds and who should be released after 3 days, 4 days, 5 days or something. So a lot of murmur was there in the market that certain people, certain influential people are, holding beds in the hospital. So if we can
Right.
create an audit of that kind, that will help get those beds uh, timely freed. So I think that
Yeah,
would.
that's a really important point. Thanks for making that point. So, since the future waves, which are, experts are saying that they are inevitable now. So, how do you think should India prepare for those waves?
Number one, which is absolutely, that's the Amitabh Bachchan of film industry, and that's the cure of COVID for that. That is vaccination. Obviously, everybody, as in when you get your slot and when you are eligible, please go and get yourself vaccinated. That is number one. Number two, we have a lot of experiences from our neighborhood, from our family, from our own houses. People panicked. People started hoarding resources in their houses. We need to learn from what has happened in the past, what is going on right now, and basis that we need to take a more calm approach. Do not panic, do not accumulate resources in your house. And
Right.
I think if we are able to keep ourselves calm, we will surely be able to deal with it.
Right. So, thank you so much, Captain Dharmveer, for speaking to us and for all the good work that you've been doing for the society. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so very much, ma'am. Thank you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.